And there we go. Everything looks good. I am actually back with Legend of Khiimori today. We'll do Subnautica the next 3 days. Kind of been keeping an eye on the updates, patch notes, all that. And I did actually sneakily log in a little while ago to move my horse from the area that was a little bit too hot and I didn't have the stuff for it back to the main hub. And I know I have a new foal, and I do actually have a foal that got deleted off screen. We'll talk about that one later. I never ended up getting the horse I bought back, so I ended up buying another one. So we have some stuff that I kind of want to go through and check on, but the bridges are fixed. So I can now actually do stuff at the bridges, stuff like that. I want to be a bit clear here. I am understanding that this is early access. It is a very rough early access, but it is playable. The mechanics work. I am a little bit curious about the storyline that isn't quite in yet and all that, but it works. It is actually quite fun. So I'm gonna get back into it, play a little bit more of it, but I'm maybe only gonna play every couple of weeks or something to kind of check back into it because eventually this will come out as a full release, and when it comes out with the full release, we'll have more of the story and stuff, I do believe, and I'll want to play it again then. But for right now, I kind of do actually like it just for riding around and doing some stuff. And that kind of sounds really fun today, to be fair. I do need apparently lower my voice just a bit. I am sorry for blasting out the mic. Holy moly. Yes, I am aware that for now, because I have the way I've set up Steam, it is not on my main drive. Um, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I will be getting a new PC, not by choice. Um, with that in mind, once that's done, I won't be seeing that pop up anymore because it will actually be on the main drive. Because the main drive will have space. Oh gosh, I don't remember where I left off tasks wise. We have a couple bridges we need to complete. And I need to... Okay, you're you. What about the other horses I have? Oh, hi. You're actually in there now. Okay, you're in the breeding stable. Does that mean I have the foal? Oh yeah, I do have the foal. Hello.
Who's a good horse?
I think it's gonna look a little bit more like the mother, maybe, when it grows up. I'm unsure, though. I do not know how to tell. Well, no one there grow up, though. That'll be very interesting. I don't know why one of our horses'
Good
health is a
day.
bit lower. Phantom, why is your health not where it should be, but I also don't know where you are. I'm gonna rest till sunrise. It's not gonna be a long rest, but just to give us kind of a fresh start here. Yeah, I don't think the foal is... Yeah, it's not ready to retrieve. I've forgotten how to call the horse. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, it shows on the other side. Why did I have to question that for a second? I'm playing a game where the button for that is a very different button, or because I use a controller. A friend of mine actually set up a Red Dead server,
Cha!
and so we've been goofing off with that and having quite a bit of fun, to be fair. Mic just a tad bit closer to me, so hopefully the clicking doesn't come through as bad. Also probably going to turn it down just a tad bit. Is there any other colored horses? Because that's been a thing. It's kind of like we get the same range for right now. I think it's a lot of the same range.
Utang.
I've seen some very, very lovely horses people have gotten. Oh, we got 2 areas. Okay. Ooh, actually, yeah, that's what I want to do first. I want to pick up my campsite because I keep meaning to do that and I have yet to do that. Or do I have it with me? Okay. Oh no, I have it with me. Okay, never mind. We're good. Okay, I do have it with me. Because that was something I found out about at one point and was very regretful of. I want to fix this one, but I want to fix this one a bit sooner. But I have my inventory. Okay, I need fiber, but that should be the easier part to get. I have most of the other stuff, so if I wanted to very quickly first, because that was such a problem, I couldn't deliver anything, which I'm assuming was why it's kind of a tutorial point, to the lady up there because of the rainstorm in the way. So I do want to take care of that if I can first, because now that I know is something it does work, because we tested it the last time I streamed and it actually worked quite well. We were actually able to fix it, which surprised me quite pleasantly. I also don't know how long today's stream is going to be. It'll be a little bit longer, I think. There's just so much stuff I do want to get done now that I know it for sure works. But there should also be fiber up there, and I can keep on looking for it down here as well on the way. This is not fiber, this is the other thing, right?
Easy.
Yeah. The cleaver is what it's called. Or cleaver. Okay. So I have that. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where everything is kind of on the way. There's so many of the pretty colors just kind of out and about. What do I have here?
Town.
There's some fiber. Okay, perfect. I need 5, I think. Oh, I forget about that if I'm moving too fast. It was to do the little mini game. Which I don't mind, but a little easier just to do this. Okay, that's 5, and I think that's about what I need. Because once I do this, I think it's fairly permanent, from my understanding. Like, once I've done it, I've done it. So if that's the case, I should be able to get
Easy.
the kind of the spirits appeased so I get that storm gone, because that has been such a pain. Because, like, everything I wanted to deliver up there was something that couldn't get wet. And I think it's just again, maybe kind of a tutorial point to learn how to do that. But it also meant I couldn't deliver anything until I realized that this is how you fix it. Because I couldn't get around the storm particularly easily. And then there was another way I could have, like, repaired a bridge, but I couldn't get the bridge repaired because that wasn't working, so... At least now all of that does sound like it is to be working, and I might actually have a much better time with it. I'll have to check. I don't know if the foal... Because I think the foal is
Utang.
a foal of this horse, and if it is, I need to see if by chance I didn't get lucky and I ended up getting the doesn't do good with hills again. Because no, he doesn't. Phantom, our current mount, does not.
태양.
Okay, let's open up the inventory. Give you some food. I don't know if you can overfeed horses just yet. Like, if you do too much. I won't be entirely surprised if it's a thing that'll
도로동
be added
도로용.
later. Oh, come on, buddy, you're okay. We should be getting the storm here pretty soon. I wonder if the effect is still as strong. Oh no, it
Easy.
definitely looks like it's going to be as strong. It's such an odd filter for it. Oh, you're very off balance.
하.
It is kind of a bit funny that we're getting the... Oh, by the way, this thing is how it works right now. I don't know if they've reset just a bit or not. Because I want to say we've gotten it before. Ah. And that's where we get our starflowers. Okay, we have plenty of those, and the storm is now gone, so I can actually ride through this area without issue.
태양.
Now I want to go... Yeah, we'll actually start talk to her. Because she might have something I can deliver back down. Is it kind of auto doing the thing it's supposed to do? Not quite as well as I would like, but I think it is actually kind of auto sorting stuff. I just gotta keep an eye on it when I pick up things. I think this is something I want because it'll give me the cold potions when I need those later. I'm definitely gonna need them again later. Especially if I want to do endurance training for horses like this one, or the new foal we have once I see what they look like. I think they have really good stats. The other foal I had, there was a
요단.
couple things stat-wise that were really good, but there was a couple things I didn't care for as much when I saw their adult form. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do a redo for the next time I stream. So that's why we have the foal we do now.
요단.
Okay. What do you have for me mission-wise? Water sensitive, heat sensitive, fragile, okay. I don't happen to have those for you, but I can do that. Because it's literally just down the hill. My goodness. You are too heavy to move over. Okay. Unless I do that. There we go. Now it's about even. Because I don't entirely remember 100% how to get there on memory alone. So I know I want to avoid that, yeah, hostile area because of snakes. I remember that one. And we'll do the stone-tipped arrows just in case I actually have to use them. I'm hoping I don't for a bit.
하.
I'd definitely rather not for a bit if I can get away with it. Not too expensive to make, but they're just expensive enough. We
태용,
should get you some food really quick out of the inventory, actually. How's 2 do? Okay, that just about fills up your bar. Perfect. It's not too bad. So far, a lot of these missions haven't been too bad. Now that I can actually be like, oh yes, I can turn off the storm that's in the way, so everything that's water sensitive coming and going can actually go through. It's a bit better. That was such an interesting thing. Like, I would love to gain reputation with this person, but I kind of can't. Until either they hand me something that is not water sensitive, which everything was, and actually still is, or I can turn off the storm, and lo and behold, I can actually turn off the storm. I feel like it would be the less easy solution, but, you know, it works. It definitely works. Okay. Just gonna bypass that marker for now. Oh, I swear if the game has decided, hey, actually, by the way, this is the perfect time for a rainstorm. I'm gonna curse RNG just a tiny bit. The one time I'm carrying something, like, very water sensitive. Good news is I think we're a little on the heavy side as far as the weight we're hauling, which works well for me. Hello? Well, we haven't spooked, so maybe I'm okay. I heard the wolves. I definitely did not see them. We get kind of back on what is kind of a path here. And I need to avoid that stone circle entirely to avoid snakes. At least we're getting some balance training in, which is really good.
easy.
I wonder exactly how far out I'm going to get a warning that there's a snake after us. Hopefully I can be this far and not get it. Then again, the last time I got it, I think I rode straight through it, so, to be fair, might be a bit more of my fault. They were just having a peaceful day sunbathing, and I about trampled them.
easy.
I need to navigate this just a bit more carefully. Please don't stumble.
자!
And one of the things says fragile. I actually think we did quite well. Hey, there
This
we
all
go.
looks perfect. You're a credit to Yam Riders everywhere.
I'm glad to hear it.
Hey, oh, buddy, where are you going? I forgot what this is. A campsite. I have that. I don't have the cloth
땅,
just yet, but I can donate the piece of wood I just picked up. So I'll build that a bit over the next few visits I come here, if I can remember it, because I think now every single place has something I can kind of upgrade and do. I know some places have like water troughs. That has a campsite. But I think I've seen some other things as well. Oh, is there mud down here? Is that what I found out last time when I went to water my horse down here? Is it that it's a bit muddy? I think that's what happened.
태용,
Oh no, it's good. Wait, no. We've just sunk straight into the mud. It's the exact opposite of what I want to happen right now. Well, let's feed you a bit more hay.
도르근 도르근.
Okay. Now we just need to get back to the yam station. And I can start working on some of the others. I have 2-star for you, I'm actually surprised. I also do need to go out and start finding the rest of the stations, so that might be the next thing to do. And what I was originally going to do. Because once I kind of have all of them, that gives me more delivery locations, and I feel like that's going to work quite well for the deliveries. This is super uneven, isn't it? Whoops. That's a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Well, let's get you back to the yam station and figure out where I left off in your training, because I don't know what that visual glitch was for a second. I don't actually remember, and I do know, I think we worked a little bit on endurance. We can check the horse too really quick. We worked a bit on endurance. Okay, agility's been worked on, endurance has been worked on maybe a tiny bit, balance was worked on. But otherwise, we just kind of have to train everything, I think, at this point.
태용.
We have a lot of work ahead of us, that's for sure. But it's definitely going to be worth it. I do forget what the full stats are, and I'm actually super curious what
도르근 도르근.
they're going to look like when I get to check them, because our mare that I've had, her stats weren't particularly great when I got her, because she was like one of the first horses. I need to avoid the snakes. So I'm very curious how the foals are, but it also means we might switch out a horse here pretty soon. The reason I'm not worried too much about collecting stuff just yet, I'll come back through and definitely collect stuff when I have an idea of what I need. It's basically because I don't know what I need just yet for everybody. There is a bit of limited inventory space.
Easy.
I do need the wood. Nope. And that piece of wood ended up throwing us off balance a bit. No, we're good. Okay. Let's just had to stumble for a moment. Every so often, I find that one perfect pebble in the road, apparently. Just absolutely in the middle of nowhere, just that one itty-bitty tiny pebble that just throws everything off kilter. You guys have definitely changed since the last time I've been through here. Okay, let's get you back, and... Oop, hi bunnies, please don't get in the way. I'm curious if it's gonna let me pick up the foal yet, or retrieve the foal. It might. Might see if I can get a health potion and a heat potion with me when I go exploring, because I have
일단
a feeling a couple of these camps might be in those sort of areas. Oh, they've disappeared, so maybe. No foal to retrieve, but they've disappeared on me again. At least I get a little bit of time to see the foal when I first log in, but I guess as soon as I leave it ends up disappearing again still. And that was a problem we've been having. Okay, I have a ton of stuff. I completely forgot about that. Surprised I don't have more wood in storage. Keep the thyme, fiber, and cherries for now. In case I run into another one of the things. Actually, there should be one on the way that I need to deal with. Even for now. I'll take one if I can. Sort that out in a second here because it can bug me. I have to move something over that's... Nope, you're apparently like the heaviest thing on that side. Okay. It's a bit better. You can't stack more than 5. Okay. Get our potions up here. Things like that there. Okay, that's why you can't stack, because there's one too many. Okay. That works a bit better for now. You can at least glance at it and be like, oh yeah, I have these things. Are you good? I don't think that's what they mean when they say horsepower. Just saying. Okay, well, let's go
Ha!
take you to go get some water before we go anywhere. Before you just start vibrating again, because that was mildly terrifying. I'm not sure they have coffee currently, and I would hope not, because if they do, you have just had all of it.
Damn.
Yep, you can definitely lead a horse to water, but man, can you not make them drink. Even though the water gauge did end up going
Easy.
up. Let you pause for a second. This looks like it's going to be closer, but I don't really think it is. I think that's about the path we're going to end up following. We'll see when I get closer to it. So I'm having to kind of go off of what I see on the map just faintly. That might be it, that might not. That may be very, very... This large assumption on my part of how that's going to actually let me get through there.
노당.
Okay, we'll start hitting our points along the way, and if I'm careful,
Damn.
I should have the thyme actually, or time. Most of the time I don't pronounce the TH, and then every once in a while I forget and pronounce it. It's not like I use it all the time for stews. Fiber is going to be a bit trickier to spot, I think, but it might be closer to the area I need it in. At least hopefully. I don't hear some.
Easy.
I'd only need about 2. I think we're going to be on the wrong side for the campsite. But at least have the camp with me, because we might be able to find one on the way. That is my hope, at least, because some of these are going to be very, very long distance. Somewhere there should be some fiber. The area looks so pretty, and I want to go explore it, but I know it is just mud. You know, I'm not going to have a lot of fun with that as soon as I get too close to it.
우담.
I wonder if that's the thing we're being able to repair or build on. I already dealt with that one, maybe.
Easy.
Oh, no, I have not. I have definitely not. That would be what I need.
자.
Let's see, do I have enough of everything I need, maybe? Okay, I think I do. Yeah, I do. And this one is going to leave us alone on our way through. Perfect. I still say that the effect that they give the screen is just a bit strong. I don't mind it. I get the idea behind it, and it is definitely a good way of being like, hey, there's a thing that you can actually deal with it. Maybe if you deal with it, it won't be as irritating on the way through. As far as trying to deliver certain goods. But at the same time, that effect is very strong. For a second I thought the game was going to be like, actually we're going to crash right about now. Well, let's give you some food. There we go. Yeah, hopefully we don't get caught out at night in any of the areas where the spirits are, because we're just basically going to have to avoid them as best as possible because I don't have enough of the spirit areas right now to deal with them, I don't think, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I can craft them either. No. Not currently. I'll have to get some stuff. However, we should be able to avoid them just fine, I think. Okay, well, let's see if we can speed up just a bit. This might be actually a really good time to work on your agility. So you don't get too often.
Steady. Steady.
There we go. And check to see how much point-wise we might have gotten from that. For a split second, those were very shiny horseshoes. Assuming there are actually some on the feet. Okay, it's wood.
태용.
Well, we're stuck moonwalking in place for a little bit. Yeah, there we go. At least that's one of those things that it seems to fix itself after a little bit.
노당.
I do not think he particularly likes the terrain we're on. It's not too
Easy.
bad, though. Some others I can just pick them up in a bit. Oh. I don't think, to be fair, I've been out this far just yet. I think this is a bit further than we've ever been.
노당.
Okay, yes it is. Okay. That seems to be where we need to go, so basically just follow this trail around and we should get to where we're supposed to be to find this person. I'm not sure if it's a person or a village, though. I'm going off the assumption it's a person. There's some wild horses in the background. Kind of where we're heading.
태용.
I don't know if any of the wild horses change depending on the area that we're in. I don't know if I've seen that yet.
토르근 토르근.
Yep. I think these are kind of the normals that we've seen. Okay, here we go. Where do you normally have your deliveries? Is it somebody that I know of? Well, that's a long delivery. It is a very long delivery. With 2 perishable, 1 enticing. No, 2 enticing. You know, I'm always up for a challenge, so why not? This is... It's gonna end somehow. Ooh, actually, auto sorted it quite well. Yep. So we need to out. Kind of do a little bit of a cut across here. Basically, any way that I can make that a really nice straight line is going to be perfect. Well, we will see if this is just a bit too much of a distance for perishable. I feel like it might just be slightly too long distance.
Easy.
They're good stat-wise for now. Yeah, perishable is the only one I'm really worried about. Currently, I think wolves and that sort of stuff are something that's going to be easy enough to avoid. Just going to have to hurry anytime there's a decently flat tract of land. With as few stops in between for food and water as I can manage, but that might be a bit more tricky. Man, we are really a little bit laggy right now. I haven't really had this issue up until now. But again, I'm very much, it is expected with early access. Things are not going to always work as smoothly as I would like, or anyone else would like.
토르근토르응.
We'll stop when I get to the water just to get
Just
some
a
water on the
little
way.
more.
I'm pretty certain I'm going to have to cross some here in a bit. Yep. Just be very, very careful with how long we're at a gallop.
요당.
Okay, both of those are good now. So we can head on. I really wonder if it is going to end up being 5 stars by the time we're done with the perishable. I have a feeling we might make it at 4. I don't know if we'll make it at a full 5. It's gonna be very interesting. Like, yes, this person wanted to have me deliver this to you. However, as I do not have the fastest horses in game, it might be slightly spoiled. Just a bit, though. Just the tiniest bit.
토르근.
I think so far we aren't actually doing too bad, though. At least it's not something that can't get wet. We're good that way.
Ha!
At least this way we're definitely gonna know.
Steady, steady.
Good news is I can at least talk to the cartographer and be like, hey, I found one more of the places you sent me to find. Here's info about it. I'm going to do... I think there's one more that I have right now, but I guarantee there's probably a few more yet that I actually haven't found at all yet, because I haven't got that far with it. We might be fairly close to the full amount of people that you can deal with. Hi buddies, I just need to scoot through you super quick. I was somewhat worried one of them would have ran in front of my horse, and that would have been the end of the fragile condition one. Both I and the cargo would be on the ground in a million pieces at that point. Somebody would be reporting on a car crash in the middle of the field, and for this day and age that'd be a bit weird, but you know, stranger things have happened. I wonder if... I wouldn't think the snakes would be enticed by the food. That is an interesting question. Hopefully not. We're almost there.
Down.
Sorry, buddy. I was trying to be a bit more careful with the stamina. There, it wasn't quite as careful as I thought it was. Hi, I got stuff for you.
It's not in perfect condition, but I'm glad it finally arrived.
You
You're
also asked
welcome.
for something perishable from halfway across the map. Actually, it's still not bad. In all honesty, that's still really not bad. Yes, buddy, don't worry.
Easy.
We are going back to the Yam station, and you are getting to take a very, very, very long nap. Actually, if I'm lucky, I can just switch you out for a little bit and give you a break. Okay, 3 was enough. Perfect.
Down.
Some feathers and wood on our way. I'll play and craft some more spirit arrows before I need them. But I might have to do some hunting for that as well.
자. 도르등.
I think, because if I need animal bones, I'm probably either going to have to buy them from one of the merchants, which one of the merchants might have it, but I'm also a bit stingy with buying things right now, because most of that money has been going to Horses on offer.
ボタン
We'll go from there, and if I really need to, I'll just buy some. Because in hunting animals, I'm just also going to end up using my stone arrows. Okay, buddy, we're almost home. I promise, like, we are going to be right there, and then you can get to lay down, rest, have a nap, snooze, and, we'll see if somebody else wants a little bit of an exploration outside the camp for a bit.
easy ボタン
Okay, I'm going to brush you really quick. I'm feeling you're a little bit dusty. There's some patterns I can't tell as much as I'd like.
Yeah,
Give you a
you're a
quick
good
pet,
horse.
and then hopefully not have you decide to go through a tent wall somewhere and faint like, well, no, you didn't do it, but one of the first horses I had did. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Okay, these are the missions, hang on. Okay. Put those ones in, so I can start working on these. They're actually really pretty. I mean, all of them are, but, I definitely can't keep all of them. Okay, we'll go take you over to the
じゃあ
barn. Go get some sleep. I still can't tell, or don't know how to
10
tell when I can claim the full just yet. Normally I just keep going over here and checking. Oh, nope, here we go. That means I can go over here. This means I get to see what they look like for the first time. Oh, you were like the perfect combo of parents. This is Ruby, and that's Phantom. And that's their child. Did you get... Loses mood while riding up slopes. Okay, so you did end up inheriting that. What are we gonna name you? I'll give you some temporary name for now. Um, hmm. Your mother's Ruby, your dad's Phantom, because they're the temp names for them. Uh, I'll use Sandstone for now, because it's what's coming to mind for the second. Just because of the color, mostly. What were your stats, though? Yeah, we'll switch to you for now. What were your stats? You had 15 to carrying capacity, minus 10 to stamina drain, plus 10 maximum speed, 30 maximum health, minus 20% chance to stumble, minus 20% chance to have less stress caused by headwinds, or 20% less stress caused by headwinds. 10% stamina cost, minus to that when jumping. and plus 15 stamina regeneration, which actually overall is not too bad. You have a lot of strength. Oh yeah, you're my foal that technically is red done by default because you don't have a dominant trait for the red gene. You also didn't get any cream gene, but I think it's because none of my horses happen to have it. Hi, buddy. Even though it's going to be the most annoying thing for ever and always in about 2 seconds. Because we're going to get the pop-up of, by the way, you've had a foal around 10 million times. I do want to see about this one. Do you have any of these? Wait, can I just... Well, hang on then. Hang on. I don't think it'll work because I don't think either parent has it. But, you know... Um... If you give me something I can experiment with, I'm going to experiment with it. I don't think either parent has it. Oh no, you do. You do have them both. Oh. Oh, I have far too much power. Did they maybe be in my backpack? Is that the... Was that the thing I found out? Well, I won't know until we see them what everything is going to be like, but this is going to be interesting. Be very interesting. Okay, we'll rest until sunrise. Uh, Game, I think you have the wrong horse. If you mean Phantom, who I put away, then yes, he was indeed exhausted, which is why he's, taking a vacation. Sandstone is definitely not exhausted, just yet. Okay, I'm a little bit happier now that I'm riding a tall horse again. Well, where do we need to go? Well, see, now that's interesting. Oh yeah, the Wolf Hunted Ground, the Corrupted Zone. Corrupted Zone's gonna be pain, but I have a campsite there. They're all 3 in a row, which is really nice. This is gonna be one of the villages, then. It looks like there's a path that goes... Oh no, wait a second. Maybe up there. Are they where I can see them? I always want to press and hold, and I don't need to press and hold, I just need to press it once. Or that little, action wheel. Feathers again? Perfect. Yes, I do need plenty of feathers, please.
Easy.
Is it because it's steep? Or is it a bit spooky? I'm assuming steep over spooky.
토르근.
Plenty of feathers, though. Helpful for me. So far, we're not doing too bad. Oh, I need these things, because, for the blessings, purples, they are particularly useful. Is this where my map kind of fails me for a second? Yes, it is. Is it actually along the shore here? You can guess that's the path? Very pretty area, though. And we get some jumping practice in. Well, you get some water. It's right here, and I don't really want to play a guessing game if we're going to have some ahead. Oop. Okay, one was enough, that's good.
태양.
Not much of a path here, to be fair.
로당.
I'm seeing some of the cold weather herbs, I'm pretty sure, so this is a good hint that I might be needing that cold weather potion. But I only have the one, so hopefully not. Like, I know you hate steep hills, but apparently that is what we're doing today, so... I'm sorry,
로당.
buddy. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I think we have found this poor horse's kryptonite and went straight for it immediately. Okay, there we go. That's not too bad for map navigation.
easy.
Like, so far so good. Hello! Thank you for following. Welcome into the Vampiric Garden. Ando should have greeted you as well. I wonder what he's doing today. Apparently he's slacking. I'm sorry about that. Normally, our little dragon in the corner also says hello. I might have to go wake him up later.
태양.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You're good, don't worry. We're almost at the village, I think. Wonder if they're gonna hand me something that's, labeled enticing, because there's the wolves on the way down. Very possible.
easy.
I really did just grab the one horse who hates hills and was like, okay, no, you're going up these hills, and, I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to. Ooh, okay, we got a stables.
태양.
What's that? Oh, is it a place I can stay overnight? It is. I have a feeling you're gonna get into trouble as soon as I get up here.
I'm sure I've got what you're looking for.
Hopefully. Oh, that's right, I can get a bag upgrade. I keep forgetting about that. I never have the stuff to do it. Well, we need to do some more missions. I'm actually quite close. Water sensitive, cold sensitive, actually it's not too bad. I don't have to have those. You need them delivered to... Oh, you need them delivered there. Oh, you need delivered to the village that's a lot harder to deliver to. Oh. Well, that's gonna be... Yep, water sensitive, and the one place where that is a little bit tricky. We'll try it though. We will try it, because I'm not going to give up a challenge. Okay, no, we don't want everything in one bag now. Let's see. Closer, but not quite. I can't stack you as much as I like. Okay, that's better. No, probably not the whole stack. Do that many. Nope. Did anything that's closer? Because that would work fine, to be fair. Well, you didn't get into trouble because I accepted a mission, and you got stuck. That might actually be for the better this time around. See, I'm gonna get back down. Wonder if... I can kind of just avoid that shore area for now. I don't want to go across here, I think, again, or at least try to go across there. Avoid swimming as much as possible, but I might have to. Until I can build a bridge. If you say anything and I don't catch it, just message a couple times and I should be able to get it. Or do the highlight message thing. I'm super sorry. Normally, Jasper, the little dragon in the corner, gives me a little bit of an alert when somebody says something. And today he is awfully silent, which is a first. Oh, are you telling me it's gonna rain? Oh. Oh, that is an unfortunate timing. Okay, why? Okay, hang on. Nothing here is time sensitive. So for the sake of my sanity, we are going back up here and we are resting to get away from the rain so it doesn't affect the viability of this. RNG, why? I swear it knows. I swear it immediately knows when I pick up something that says that it's, should not be wet. Please, don't let there be rain when I get back up.
I feel the same, and I'm glad you're with me.
This is where we find out the event isn't tied to time. Are you good? Please don't decide to faint. Why are you... You're not supposed to be up there for multiple reasons. But for starters, I'm not sure how it hasn't, like, broken. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's all I can say to that. Can you please get off the tent? Yeah, poor water sensitive thing is not having a good time. Gosh, you cannot stay on the tent. I don't know if this is offering me any protection from the rain. We might just have to call that item a loss. I think that's what we might be stuck with. No, we'll give you hay. Maybe. Apparently not. Yeah, I think that item is... I think that item's toast just from RNG alone. So it's gotta be consistent with a different kind of timer than the daytime timer, then. I don't think it's something I can move it... Yeah, I can't move it to my backpack. Well, we're definitely not going to get a good rating for this one. I don't think we're going to be getting our larger saddlebags from the payout for this. I tried to outsmart it and I was promptly told no. That I was going to have to deal with this rain whether I wanted to or not. You're excited about this? I definitely am not. We're gonna get to hear somebody be like, well, it's not in perfect condition. If it's even in condition at all by the time it arrives.
Hell.
Oop. Need to be a little bit more careful. I wonder if it's taking reduced damage technically because it's like just rain and not, say, trying to swim. But I have a feeling it's still doing enough.
Easy.
Okay, there we go. We're finally out of the rain. How far down did it go, though?
Just a little more.
It's 3 out of 5. Nope, shush. I don't want to hear it. Oh. What? How are you so fast?
Stop complaining. You'll be fine.
No we won't if this wolf somehow has speed times 10. Gosh. Yeah, I would assume my health is low. Where did this even come from? I'm trying so hard. Where? I'm hoping it went poo. That is the best I could say. Okay, I don't have to hold. I keep forgetting I don't have to. Brush you for just a second and give you a pet to calm you down. Or not. I should have health potions, though. I do. I don't know why I thought that was going to do more than it did. Okay, there we are. That is definitely the fastest wolf I think I've seen in game.
Ha!
And then some. But again, I don't know if I've ever encountered him at night, and maybe that's just kind of the nighttime issue with him. There you go. I'm not going back in there just for that waypoint.
토르근토르응!
I'll have to check the balance of things later too, because now I've used both health potions. They actually weighed a little bit. I don't want to say that's the lowest any of my horses have gotten though. I feel like the lowest any of them have gotten has been the cold area. So we had a bad stint with it. I think that was very surprising. I was not expecting him to be quite that quick. Means I'm definitely going to be making a lot more arrows here pretty soon. Oop.
Woohoo!
Get you some water and stuff here pretty soon.
토르근토르응!
Then we should be able to possibly cross here. I tried it before. A little bit of a moment. Okay, I still don't know what this is about. One of these times I need to figure it out, though.
Easy.
I know if the water's not too deep, I can kind of get away with it. So it's a bit too deep, I lose the ability to...
자!
Oh, we're gonna swim, aren't we? Well, we're probably gonna lose another point off of it. Oh, if I can get out of the water. Oh no. Okay, there we go. And keeping back there is a bit of a swim. Yeah, I'm wondering if we ever get to actually make a bridge across. And again, it could be one of the upgrades for here.
태양.
not sure what I'm supposed to do with this.
Sorry about your cargo. I had a few problems.
Well, that's a first.
Ha!
And that is the worst I've done as far as this game goes. Okay, so it's a cooking upgrade. It's not anything over here, but is there anything over here I can interact with? No, not currently. Then again, I might have to do more deliveries for him to unlock something like that.
Utang.
How are your ears? Oop. It was delivered where? Okay, you want him a decent distance away. I'm not gonna worry about that just yet.
I'm sure I've got what you're looking for.
Oh, you don't have the extra bag. Okay. Interesting. So you find that somewhere else then. Because I know there's been a few merchants that have it. If I'm lucky, the merchant in the Yam station might have it. Which is where I'm really quickly getting back. I think this is a swim as well. Yeah, it's a swim. I'm gonna go take a look at the fire challenge though, because I haven't really sat down taking a look at it. Aside from knowing that it exists.
토르근토르!
No? Are things pretty off balance? Yes, they are. There we go.
Easy.
Yep. What do I have in inventory for you? There you go. We'll get you some water. What is this?
Easy. Town.
No, maybe? I'll have to come back and figure out what it is. 'Cause I'm actually not sure. I've ridden past it so many times too, which is really funny. I've just every single time been too busy to sit down and be like, what is this? Hi, bird. Let's go get you some water.
Utang.
And we'll see if we got the bag upgrade ready in the camp. Or if the merchant there actually has it. Oh, okay, so mud equals do not gallop. I am surprised I hadn't tried that before this. I hadn't, to be fair. I guess, yeah, because it'd be rough terrain. It actually does make a lot more sense than it seems like it would. Sorry, buddy. You're the cartographer and tell him that we found the village. I don't think he'll do much with that. info aside from we'll get paid. I do see a horse there that I kind of want. It ends up working out.
Damn.
Okay, please behave. I think I need to do the others before I actually pick up any more. Are you a stallion by chance? You are. If I, that horse preview is having a real bad day. Well, you are. You don't look anything like the horse that's standing there. We assume it's that one? No, it is definitely not that one. I think this one has a little bit more on the marking side. Your name is Car? Yours as well. Okay, so maybe it is you. We'll let some other horses shuffle through. Where did he go? I assume he wants to go outside of the area that we're in. Don't know if that's a particularly good idea. You are really pretty, and I haven't done any of the Akaltekes yet. I do know that's what they are. Oh, I wish I could inspect the traits. I don't know what those traits are. You're very, very expensive, though. But it might be worth it. Hey, buddy, we need to go talk to the merchant for just a second. Because I am very hopeful he's got the back upgrade.
Please, have a look around.
He does.
토르근.
The other thing I can do is there's a couple horses I'm not going to be doing much with currently. My goal is to eventually just kind of add diversity, so every so often horses enter and leave our little stables. I do want to keep coasting away, though. Why are you worth so little? It's kind of funny. Phantom's good, but I'm just not entirely in love with the riding the pony model as much. Assuming it's just because I haven't unlocked your traits specifically. So we have you guys. I also can't use you with the bolts. Keep you around for a little bit longer. Until I kind of see if I can get more diversity in. Color and style-wise. Yeah, let's bring you over here because I've got a bunch of health potions and bandages, I think, still. At least I'm pretty sure I do. Oh yeah, I have tons. Actually have some bones still. And some wood. I don't have enough animal bones for that, so it would be why. Put those back for now. And leave a stack of 5. Does need to go there because I just need to collect more eventually here pretty soon. I don't need to shift and drag. I just need that key to split stack. Okay, you go there. I'm gonna take a guess and say I'm not gonna need the cold one yet. Probably gonna need the hot one, but I can also put it back for now, until I'm sure. Are you close enough to water? You are. Okay. Go do that for the second. While I go talk to the person over here and see what they have for me as far as the mission goes. Because I guarantee they're going to want to send me somewhere. Oh, you have a few of them. Where does this one go? Okay, that's the hot area. This is an area that's cold. This is where I just went. Wait, no, this is a different area that I've been to before. It's not the area that I just went. Oh, you're in the cold area. I do want to go to this area again, but it's going to have the spirits when I go through it. It's going to be cursed land. I think he might be my best chance here. Yeah, just assuming you're off balance a bit. Let's see. Try something a bit different here. Okay, that's a bit closer to where we're wanting. Go grab the hay that's always here. And we can be on our way. Okay, there we go. I will feed you before we head out, and we'll grab some water on the way. I know your mood is not great, and I feel a bit bad about that. Well, you are ready to leave, buddy. I am so sorry. You are not at all enthused. Okay, we've done that. Good eye. And then you, I think? Yep, that fills up the bar. Perfect. I was hoping it wasn't gonna be a full 3. I should probably... Gosh, it's gonna be so nice having that bridge fixed now. You're not the hot area. But I'm gonna have wolves on the way. But I gotta be quick. So, we're gonna have to deal with it. We're just gonna have to deal with the wolves when they're there. I don't think anything
Easy.
was listed as enticing this time. Just pristine, perishable, water sensitive, and fragile.
You're the
Prob-
wind.
Probably get another 4 on the perishable, I think. That's what I have a feeling is probably going to end up happening. But I'll take a
Well
4.
done.
It's still doing pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's still good. Okay, at least our bridge up here, I think I checked it, and when they fixed it, because I had already contributed everything, it fixed it automatically. So it should be done. That is my hope, at least. I'm hoping it's not that I actually have to go redo it. That is a possibility. Oh,
Just
no,
a
it looks
little
done.
more.
It does look finished. Perfect. I'm not having to jump that every time I want to go through it. Don't worry, buddy, we're being careful.
Steady. Steady.
I forgot you hate slopes. I am very much the quickest point is always going to be as straight a line as possible. And then I randomly forget that I have the one horse that isn't particularly a fan of that. Oh no, I think the foal I just had is as well. I think they have the
Ha!
same problem. That's gonna be a pain to navigate.
토릉토릉.
Make sure we don't get too close to that either. I really put this waypoint out of the way. I didn't need to.
You're the wind.
Don't go through those rocks. Do not do that. I will stumble, fall, and the fragile item will be gone. How do I know? I have done it before. I'm so sure, like, oh yeah, no, I'll be fine going through here. Nope.
자.
I need that animal bone. Thank you very
Well
much.
done.
Of course, I'd give you Pat if I really could. What do you mean? It being pristine has, on as well. Is it an item I have with it? Okay. I am so confused. Oh, because you're
Easy.
dirty. That would be why. Let's brush you off. Or that ruins more. That or the ground is counted as muddy?
자.
That's an interesting one. I wonder if it's counting the ground as muddy. What do you mean? You degraded that fast. You were not the perishable item. As far as I'm aware, I didn't do anything to ruin... Yeah, that would have ruined it being fragile. I'm so confused on that one now. I'm assuming it's just
Ew.
because the pristine rating.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this.
I'm not
Sorry
sure how
about your...
it got damaged. I'm just as confused as you are.
Utang.
Okay. Get you some food. And I can go tell you to go get water, I think. I'll brush you here in a second. I think I would told him to go get water and he's decided to go for a swim. Are you good? Oh. You apparently could not get yourself back out of there. Fair enough. Where are you going for food? I feel like there's grass everywhere. He's going on a journey. Do you mind grabbing some food?
I know, you hate being dirty.
I like how your mouth is making the animation like you're eating, and yet... That is definitely not what's happening. Maybe this area is dusty? At least know that the next time I want to go take something pristine through here.
Ew.
Okay, there you got some food. Perishable, enticing, fragile, and heat sensitive, and you want that where? You want it up there. Honestly, the perishable part is the only part I am as much worried about, aside from maybe the enticing. The area I need to cross is actually about there. I'm careful. I say smart, but that would be asking a bit more myself. Let's go that route. Avoid the wolves altogether. Like, we're not going near the wolves again. Mostly because I don't want to find out what enticing means with that in mind. It's heat sensitive, but we should be fine out here as long as I don't go the other way.
You always like to be brushed, don't you?
Oh, darn it, I can't. It's not red that I can't do it while riding, which does make sense to be fair. I don't think that cleaned you at all. Because it's your hooves. I am definitely not always the brightest. That or it's just that bad. Apparently you are never going to be clean again as long as I'm in this area. And we do not have time, I'm afraid, to sit. You can be upset that it's a hill all you want. You're just gonna have to deal with it for a bit, buddy. We gotta go. This one we have a better chance of doing better with, though again, I'm pretty sure the perishable will be a little worse for wear. At least 4-star probably, instead of the 5. We aren't doing bad. Actually, that's the thing I haven't checked in a hot second. Yes, I'm aware your mood is absolutely horrible. I wonder why it's the eating animation, or the eating icon for the hill thing, still. Well, actually, we're getting pretty good on your stats, to be fair. It's not doing too bad.
Easy.
Okay, because I'm not there, I'll keep an eye on the air panel for when I can actually rush you. We're getting pretty close. Okay. Are you not flee? I think we have... Oh no, there we go. So I think we may have a permanently dirty horse. No, we're good. We are good. That did actually end up fading. That's great. Galloping here is going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Because headwinds. Yup. Gotta work on as much as the agility as we can, and I definitely need to get some horses that have just a little swiftness added, I think. To add into the bloodline to help out a little. Probably means I'm getting some Acrotech Ace here pretty soon. And we will find out what a cross between these guys looks like. Or these guys and them. I imagine it'll be actually quite cute, though also probably a bit shiny.
Steady. Steady.
Hi guys. I just need to go through with more deliveries. Because I am the Amazon Prime of this area, though I am having a horrible rating today, as I keep somehow destroying things. Okay, hopefully that is the only pip that it goes down. One pip is fine. Any more than that, where it's like 3 out of 5 for the quality, I am gonna be having a bad time.
Woohoo!
I bet you there's probably stamina regen stuff, and I haven't been making or packing it. I definitely do that at some point. You're okay, buddy. Don't worry. You should have enough for the other jump as well. In theory.
Ha!
At least hopefully you'll have enough for the other jump. You should. I think this one's not as bad. Yep, that one's not as bad.
Just a little more.
We're almost there, buddy. Oh yeah, I think this is where the other horse I technically own is. The one they give you originally for cold weather. I haven't actually visited them in a little bit.
Ah, just in the nick of time. You've really helped me out.
I'm glad to hear it.
Perfect. That one was a lot better. Okay, yeah. 4 out of 5, so we still actually did quite good. Didn't get as much coinage for it as I feel like we were getting. I think we were getting a little bit more before this, but I'm not sure. Do you want grass here? Okay, yes you do. Maybe. Hello! Oh, there we go. How are you doing? There, the Pando actually said hi finally. I don't know where he's been today, but he's not been greeting people as they've been coming in to chat for the first time. Oh, as I kick everything in my desk, oh my goodness.
Cha!
What the upgrade for this is? Workbench upgrade, okay. I can get the wood I need for it. I'm not as worried about getting everything
Easy.
else.
Would you like to see my wares?
Actually, yes, because I don't remember what you have. Okay, so it stays even though I've bought it. I got some other stuff that I need for crafting. What about you? Okay, you're a trough. Resting over a long day of work, I want to play the game, but I also want to lay it down flat for a bit. That is entirely fair. I get that. I fully get that. Hopefully, though, you feel a little bit better, so you can play it in time.
Ha!
Oh, I completely forgot to see what missions you have for me that where I might deliver stuff and hopefully not be halfway across the map and perishable added. Yep, the Pokebot will have you get a little bit of a pass to get started with that. How far away is that one? Actually, this one's not far. For perishable. Fragile might be more tricky. That one I think is the one that's a little bit more tricky because I don't have cold potions on me. This one I can do, though. Also do need to go fix this bridge. Oh, you need 20 wood. That's not bad. There's probably about that amount of wood around it.
토르근!
I'll just have to do that at some point. I'm assuming we're just a little bit exhausted, which is okay for now, because I will be able to get you back soon, because that is actually how we're heading out here. Oh, you were very heavy, okay. Let's get you some water, and then we will finish up here soon, because we'll head to our last delivery, and then head back. And then I need to start working on finding the people again, Because there's still so many people we've yet to find.
じゃあ
And hopefully, the more people we find, the little bit less distance between deliveries we have to go for some of these, especially with the title Perishable added. Why are we so off balance? Our bags should be balanced. Okay, let's see about getting back down from here, because I completely forgot this is kind of a cliff if I'm not careful. Which is also not going to help the
は
fragile part of everything that we have. There we go. You're good, buddy. We just need to get back across this next one, and then we are on our way. And at some point I'm going to need to make some, I think, heat potions, or at least make sure I take mine with me, because I think the next area we're going to go to might end up being hot again. Okay, our balance is fine, so we can gallop again for a bit. I think this is a very short delivery compared to some of the others we've been doing. That, and hopefully by the time we're done with this, we actually get to see her full. Though I wonder if the reason the full is the color that they are is because the gene for gray is present, and it's kind of taken over. So they don't look bay, champagne, or cream. Not exactly sure what happened there.
토릉토릉
I'm very, very tempted to try to get another full of the pairing that had that, bowl. So you're so stinking cute. I'm a horse color genetics nerd. Have you figured the ins and outs of the system yet? I'm normally really good with them, and I've noticed in this game they don't present quite the way I'm thinking they're going to, especially gray, because you can have horses that gray out very, very young, but I have never seen a foal that registers as bay with cream and champagne look more like a gray dun, and I'm having a bit of a giggle.
じゃあ
I don't mind it. It's still, the foal is so stinking cute, but it is just a giggle on, I'm not sure what happened, but it happened. I'll have to show you when I get back to the camp, just to show what I mean. I'm hoping to get a true, like, buckskin or palomino at some point, or any of the champagnes, to be fair. I know, buddy, you're not particularly happy, but we're going to get back soon.
This is great. Thank you for getting it here so quickly.
I'm glad to hear it.
It was a weird camera angle. Ooh. That one actually went quite well, even with the perishable. I want to play the new update and see what our colors. Yeah, I haven't heard too much about the updates. I basically wanted to go in a little bit blind because I started playing like when it first came out, like the first day, and some of the stuff wasn't working, such as the bridges. And at that point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a step back until they at least fix the bridges, because it was you could put stuff in, but you couldn't actually repair them. So I am a bit excited to see what has been added. It'd be cool if the grade changed over time, even if it was just base colors of full and grayed out. Yep. It would be really nice to see a game like this where you kind of do have maybe a little bit of aging, because you could go by like how many in-game days. So after so many in-game days, you start to see progression, or you notice it more over time. until I get a final color between the full stage and the adult stage. Would be really nice. But I also get why it's kind of easy to just be like, okay, well the full's gray now. Like, I do get it. It's an interesting system to try to implement.
Easy.
But it would be really, really nice. Same with just the general, like, a little bit of difference between full colors and adult colors as well that you naturally see.
Town.
Yep. There we go. And you'll get some water as soon as we get back. Are we really uneven? We are very uneven.
Easy.
Sorry, buddy. What is it with that particular spot right there? Every single time I go through it, you'd think I'd learn to double check, because for some reason that spot, if you were even slightly uneven, will take out an angle.
Oh, that.
Do I have... I do. It will give you that. And you get a little bit of a rest back at camp for now. I do love that they kind of just have these little animations as they're running around in the wild. I am sorry, buddy. I need to double check going through that archway.
Breathe
There's
easy. It's not that
apparently
bad.
a very, very tricky pebble somewhere. Little bunnies, please get out of the way. I don't want to run over you. You're too cute. Let's get you over to the stables.
Town.
I see the weird coat color mentioned. Yeah, give me a second. It should... There should be a way I can show you, and it might be through here. I'm hoping. Well, once I can claim the horse, I can definitely show you. Because I think it's done that thing again, where they don't show up out in the pen, and until I can claim them, they don't preview again. Let's see... These need to rest anyways. If we can get it to reset.
Here's my happy horse.
We'll see if he's particularly happy in a second. Okay, I need you to go get water, please. Yes, go get water. Oh, there you are. Okay, so here's their adult form. For the 4 seconds they were there, until I went to go pet them. Oh, I guess maybe that was the claiming of them? I'm so confused. Okay, here we go. So, let me see. If I switch to them, I can show you the info for sure. That I do know. They look like the Grey Dun. They're a bay. They're a bay, but I think it's the green for or the gene for gray has taken over, and so they look like a Grula Dun instead of what should be just the normal Dun, or in this case, add in champagne and cream. But yeah, it should be an amber cream Dun is what it says, and not quite what she looks like. Not sure what happened. But yeah, one of those things like I know looking at it like, oh yes, this is what the jeans should be, this is what the colors should be, and then every so often I'm like, wait a second. Not quite. But yeah, I'm very much assuming it's just that um, gray jean is taken over a little bit. Still very pretty though. If I snapped so date on my phone and caught up, but actually watching on TV, which is always 30 seconds behind. Oh no, you're good. You're good. What were your stats again? Oh yeah, you had like really good stats for a little bit lower level. Well, let's take 100% overrides all darker colors. Yeah, it's just really funny that as a full, as the way the game is, it just took over immediately as a full. So whatever color they were, we never got to see it. What am I gonna name you? You'll be Phantom as well this time because you kind of taken over their spot. Nope, not just so I remember that you are for the snowy area because that's actually where you're currently stationed, and I keep forgetting. Okay. Oh, where are you going, buddy? Actually, I can let you do your own thing for a second because I want to go check out the sail horses again. I don't think they've changed though. They have not. Okay, I want to see if I can get some more of the berries I need because I think I can also cancel out the gray gene this time and see if I can get the same combo but without the gray gene. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, my gray foals are goofy though. I'd love to see the real base of the gray goggles or something. Yeah. It's so cute seeing them when they're little, but they still kind of get like their normal base color. But yeah, it's just very funny that it was like, ah yes, nope, your foal is gray. Immediately, no questions asked, just it's gray. Good luck.
도릉.
There's one thing I do like about the blessing system is you can kind of be like, actually, don't want that G. Okay, buddy, we need to go get cowberries, and I remember them being up in the mountain somewhat. I'd probably go this way, actually. We'll get the next full kind of on their way, and then I'll go start working on the three people that are in a line up there, because I'm really curious exactly how close together they actually are.
Damn.
I think it would be interesting to have it up to 90%. I think it would definitely make it more fun. I don't know if I'd ever want it to be 100% like all the way, because I still want a little bit of that random chance, because I think just having that little bit of like random chance or like the idea of you might get, you know, if you do like all of them and you happen to have 90% for champagne and 90% for cream, suddenly you might get one or the other instead of both, and you get an entirely different color than you were expecting out of it. I think that sort of thing to me does seem fun. But I also started out streaming with Rancho Rivershine, and their system was very fun to me, even as much as it really became taxing towards the end when I wanted 100% the achievements for the game, which required, I think, you had to have a gene from every category on one full. I did get it, though. I did manage to get it. But I do like the blessing system in general. I think that is kind of a nice way to be like, hey, if you actually want to add a little bit to the chance, you can. Even though I'm also very much, like, will just not use it sometimes and let what happens happens.
Ha!
But I do want to see, like, all the different colors that the game has to offer, so the blessing system is really nice for that. You are a feather, you're not what I'm looking for. Might be... Nope, no, I'm not in the wrong area. Here they are.
Easy.
Don't worry, buddy, we will be setting off again soon. I just need to pick a few of these.
Lutang.
Probably need about 8, I think. Or 9. Okay, there's 2 more. And that should be the full amount I need.
Lutang.
There's actually another game that I did a little bit of the demo for, Forces of Hope Bay, that has genetics that I thought were pretty decent from the preview I saw. Though, or at least color-wise, I think there wasn't the actual written out, like, genetic colors as far as the gene codes. So you couldn't really tell, you had to take a guess. But as far as the color system worked, it did seem to work quite well when you combined parents. And I was like, oh, that's actually really nice. But I also am very excited for a game like this one that has the codes where you can see. So you have a little bit more of like, okay, yeah, this is the color I want, and here's, on paper, like, what it would take to get that. Because we're not in a hurry, I'll let you eat some grass here. Be sure this is probably the best place you can get grass. I'm trying to get more of the delusions off of my base herd that I'll probably just have fun with the random chance. Yep. I think when I started out, I had a gorilla dun and a red dun. And that was all I had. And I've just very slowly started kind of adding in other colors so that I can play around a little bit more with, like, whatever happens, happens. Because the first few foals were pretty much one color or the other. And for some reason, I didn't get the in-between.
Easy.
Also, 6 admin rows, crazy. Storage which has so many more ads than it used to. Oof, yeah. It's one of the things I don't like, because, like, I try to set it so it's reasonable, and then I think they go in and then have their own, like, settings for it, and it is an awful thing. Just truly an awful thing. Okay. Do I have the things in my backpack that I need? No. Because I need to put you in there, and I put you in there. And then I need to go grab the ones from in here. Oh, I probably have more than enough. Oop, well, I got plenty of extra. Okay, let's see. It needs to be you, because, the other way that's not gonna work. Yes, please, just take that one out for now, please. Add a bit further up. Because I'm so curious what this hole would have looked like. Well, we will find out. Okay, buddy, do you go get some water while I go sort out my inventory? You can do that. And stick those there because I don't think I need them for the shrine just yet, but I do need these. I need to make more of the spirit arrows. Did it actually only make... Okay, no, it made 2 sets, not 2. If it only made 2, it might not be worth it. Should be... Oh, it only stacks to 20, okay. I apparently got it 2 even. Got the other hay that's around. So there should be some more here. We'll find out they actually went to the river to get water. Or if they're stuck on a tent again? Did you do what you're supposed to do? No. Maybe? Are you swimming? Okay, no. You're not. You've pulled that one on me too many times. There we go. Okay, now do you want food? We'll sort out the map for a second, and then I'll make sure you get food. This one's gonna be... Ah, that one is... possibly working again. Except, I can just go around it. Okay, you definitely get food, buddy. And we got a campsite there. Should also probably look into crafting the feed. Well, cherry and fiber, which I can get on the way. Okay, you're good. I hope.
Ha!
I give it 5 minutes before we're not good again. Somehow. We got people to bring into the delivery system, buddy. We need to go tell people that we can do package deliveries. And then tell the cartographer that we found the people that he apparently could not find.
Damn.
Make sure I grab a couple more of those and some fiber. Distrusting your horse stamina randomly starts dropping. You don't know if the path is smart
Easy.
enough to get out of the water before he drowns. I recall every time. Yo. Oop. And with me not paying attention, we have straight up gone over stones. I'm sorry, buddy. You are putting up with so much today that apparently none of my other mounts have. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna have to see why Pando isn't, well, Jasper Claw in the corner isn't saying hi to people when they do things. He's been awfully silent today. But you know, I haven't had too many issues with the swimming yet. My problem was I got caught in the snow very early on. I was like, I'm fine, I'll get out of this, and then I had to use like every health potion I had to get out of it, and I was like, so maybe I wasn't fine.
토르근.
I do really love the snowy area though, but man, does it drain the health very quickly if you do not have the potions for it. Because you're my hill hater. Buddy, I'm also worried about taking you up. I need the bones, I'm sorry. And I don't miss. I'm very sorry, buddy.
Damn.
There's the fiber I need, though. Oh, I got animal fat this time, not bones. Spirit arrows are pretty expensive to make, but man, I'd rather have them than not. This means I'm going to get the stuff for stone arrows here pretty soon as well. I swear I can speak English fine most days of the week. When I go to stream, though, that apparently goes straight out the window.
도당.
Can't I make any of... Yeah. Now if I find another thing of cherries, which I think this is, we will have another one. Because I have a feeling I might need it.
Ha!
That's fair, I mean it works. It does work if you avoid them.
Easy.
I haven't found the use for the star blossoms you get from it just yet. I found out that you can clear them and get those, and I was like, ooh, that's actually not too bad. But yeah, they're not great for the horse at all.
Easy.
I think every horse I've had has had a major dislike as soon as those areas pop up. And we make one more stamina food for you. Which, okay, they are going into my backpack. That's good. But What did that say? Big saddlebags. 5 cloth, 5 hide, and 20 fiber. Oh, interesting. Very
Cha!
interesting. I don't know why. I honestly probably would have never checked it if I was like, huh, that's a weird mortar and pastel icon. Followed by, oh, actually, that's how I get saddlebags. Or at least bigger ones than I have right now.
Damn.
Yeah, it scares them, but being scared also trains them, so I don't bother. Yeah, that's fair. Speaking of which, this one has apparently not had great run-in with wolves so far, so he's definitely got some of his training in that way.
Cha!
Well, here's our first person, I think, by the looks of it. And I know they're going to be all kind of close together.
Just a little more.
I don't think he agrees with that just a little more situation.
Ha!
Hey, you're the first person we're supposed to find. Merchant, maybe? No, herder. Okay.
I'm sure I've got what you're looking for.
What do you happen to have? Oh, interesting. I assume for hunting purposes. Well, it's good to know that that's what you have. Oop. Well, our foal's gonna be there when we get back. Just we got two more places to go first. Even though that screen is gonna pop up 1,000,001 times now. I do believe we're gonna have to swim for just a second.
Oh, damn.
For a split moment, I was worried we were not gonna make it up that other embankment. Okay, where is this person? Surely not kind of in the middle? Down there? But maybe. I know, they're not.
You're the wind.
Buddy is getting his training in today. Especially for the agility. Wait, how do you get bigger saddlebags? It sounds like if you hit C for crafting, there's a little mortar and pastel icon. And it says workbench required, but it says a pair of good saddlebags, and just labeled big saddlebags. It takes 5 cloth, 5 hide, and 20 fiber. And then you can craft it. Oh, there's even a thing called training powder. Improved armor remedy. I haven't seen the sea buckthorn yet. We could find the OG Rosa stand? Oh?
Please, have a look around.
New very similar items.
Oh, damn.
Is it in one of the areas that I'm getting to? actually quite surprised I don't see more of these people with horses. Hi, buddies. I think you're the first true bays I've seen.
토르근토르응!
Okay, how are we gonna get over there?
Easy.
Assuming we're just gonna have to go around a little bit. It'll lead you to the area you're at least close. Oh, okay, interesting.
Woohoo!
I am surprised, buddy, that you counted that as a steep climb, but I guess it kind of makes sense.
토르근토르응!
There's definitely gotta be a way down. Let's see, what does the map say? Aside for the taming mechanic, it would also be cool if you could pony a second horse, either transfer them to a new stable or to increase cargo space. Yeah. There we go. I forget, every time I go to open up another screen, that pop-up's gonna show up. Yeah, but it would be really nice, especially for, like, cargo as well. But yeah, to pony them to another place, or for taming. It'd be really nice if you could pony a second horse, but I hadn't heard that they were going to do a taming mechanic. That's actually quite interesting as well, because I've seen some wild horses that I'm like, I would definitely love to grab one of those and take them home.
Woohoo!
I'm
What do you
sure
happen to
I've
have?
got what you're looking
You have meat as a thing, okay. Because animal lures. You do have some arrows.
Ha!
Hey, I promise you I'm aware that there's a new foal. Please. Please, I am aware. I know that this is a village I think I haven't seen yet. Then I need to get the next 3 photography missions. It's just gonna keep telling me I've had a foal that's been born until I get back to actually go check out the foal that's been born. Like, game, there's no one more excited than me for this one, for sure, but
요당.
I don't need constant reminders, I swear. I'm ADHD, but I'm not that ADHD.
You're the wind.
Forgot about the stamina problem. Well, because you're kind of low in food and stamina, what I could do, give you one of those. I think it is going to be every time I open up the inventory now, as well. Ooh, this is actually a very pretty area. Hello, deer. Or elk, possibly? Assume deer.
자!
Don't think... Yeah, I don't think this is where the bear is. I think we're good. It's a really pretty area. I'm really surprised I haven't gone through this area just
Steady.
yet until
Steady.
now. Oh yeah, your horse is not deer. Ooh. That's some really pretty colors. Including the one color I've yet to get yet. Hi guys, can I come up to you and say hi, or are you gonna take off?
Just a little more.
Ooh. You're so cute! You were so stinking cute. Oh, there's actually a fair amount of wild horses around. Okay, nice.
토르근토르근.
Well, there might be some wild horses over too when I get near the fisherman's area. Over here.
오하.
Oh, I haven't checked on your stats in a hot second. How are we doing, actually? You're getting closer to the carrying capacity, and you're getting closer to your agility one. And your balance one. Okay, not bad. Gosh. I keep forgetting about every time I open up a panel now.
We're
Until I go see the
almost
hole.
there.
Hi, Cece. Do you want to come say hi? Hello, kitty. Do I need to move some stuff around so you can come up here and say hi? I don't feel like you're going to want to bump stuff around just yet. Can I say hi, kitty? I know you haven't had too much fun time the last couple days because of the vet visit. I said it a little bit earlier, but I said it again. Yeah, they, Wax Knappy is adorable. It is. They got her with a shot in the leg on the side that she prefers to lay on for her yearly. So she's not a very happy kitty right now. Oh, where are you gonna go? You're going somewhere. I don't think we know where you're going. I need to move the mic for you so you can lay down on my desk. As long as you don't flop on my keyboard, I think we're good. That is a favorite place for you to flop down, though. I think she's just out of view of the camera now.
Damn.
Little kitty co-host. Because I don't really want up right now. Are you coming to me to tell me that you want a treat? Oh, you've got the grumpiest face, kitty. Yep, kitty.
Easy.
She normally is quite active in trying to push stuff off my desk midstream, especially with my horse games, and she likes this game in particular, I think, because of the tail animation of the horses, because it just moves enough where I think it's enticing. So normally, she's pretty proactive about, I want to be on your desk, but just because of her yearly vet visit, she's not too happy right now. Must mean she's not as rambunctious right now. And there she goes, trying to knock my mic over. Hopefully it didn't create a whole big sound coming through the mic when she, like, bounced, or kind of flopped on it. Hello, your purrs might actually come through the mic today.
Utang.
I need one of these days get her a cat tree in a location where I can put a little, like, her own little webcam on it. For her. So she's actually the kitty co-host. Because in her mind, she's absolutely 100% the person who actually owns the channel. Don't let her, don't let anyone tell her otherwise. She truly does think she owns the channel. I just need to get a cat tree. Aw. it might be my settings might have cut out the background sound just a little bit too much. If she meows, you'll definitely hear her. But I don't know if she's gonna. I didn't know she's gonna be very talkative today. She's laying right on the mic. I know, Harsh, but we're gonna use the headwinds as a little bit of training. Would you like to say hi,
You're the
Susie?
wind.
Oh, I've been streaming about a year now. Well, actually, no, not quite. It has to be closer to 8 months,
Damn.
maybe. So I think I started in July of last year. June or July. One of the J months.
Easy.
CC, you're giving me the funniest face right now. Ooh, I'm very curious. Oh? Oh, you were so cute. Oh, you were so cute. So we have chestnut as a base. We have the champagne and the cream. No gray, and we have dun and leopard. We didn't get the Tobiano. 15 to carrying capacity. We got the grounded, 10 to maximum health. Minus 20% stumble chance. Minus 20% to stress caused by headwinds, and 10% to stamina regeneration. You're going to be a very exciting foal. I'm probably definitely going to keep the sisters. It's two foals from the same parents. Right now I'm currently streaming Subnautica, besides this game, because it was voted on in the Discord.
There's only
And
so many
then
pets I can give you.
I also stream Assassin's Creed quite a bit. I need to finish up Odyssey and get into Valhalla, and then work on the other ones. I haven't got there yet. One of these days, I'm very tempted to stream Mass Effect because I need to replay the first three. Somewhere in moving stuff around, I lost my save for 1 and 2, and I never finished up 3. They're such a cute little baby. They're the tiniest little thing, but they're so cute. Oh, I don't know if I actually read the details. It should have named the color. Oh, they're gonna be so cute as an adult. Hi, Cece. You have kitty grumbles. Do you have kitty grumbles? I think you do have kitty grumbles. I definitely think I'm gonna keep the sisters. Oh, bless you. Do you have a sneeze? Do you have a kitty cat sneeze? Or at least the start of one. I might not keep Dad for right now. Probably keep Sandstone, Phantom, and then the other, and start from there. Bull's so cute, though. I cannot wait to see their adult form. I'll have to think of a really good name, too. My work, who was due Tuesday, but she's probably still a week out. I watch her in cam at night like a baby monitor. Yep. No, I get that. I've never raised horses myself and never had them. I would absolutely love to, and eventually at some point will, when I have the space, time, and funds. But I've lived vicariously through a lot of friends, including a few high school classmates. Oh yeah, no, it is. It is so interesting to see, like, I guess here's the due date, and it's either before or after. So very rarely is it about exactly right on. Cecil, what are you doing? Why are you so grumbly? Oh, bless you, kitty. Okay. You go talk to the cartographer. Tell him we found some people. See what he has to say about that.
Utang.
We should be kind of good to go on that. Discovery is straight. Okay, yep. This is my first year working with horses full time and the first foaling I've been in charge of. It's nerve-wracking. With actual horses, I grouped around a lot of people who had them. I got taught to ride by a neighbor before they ended up moving just because of the area that we're in. Had a lot of orchards, and like we own an orchard as well. And so when it comes to animals, a lot of the sprays that are used aren't particularly great, especially if you're living like right next door to them. So it's kind of one of those things like they didn't quite enjoy that, I don't think, along with some other stuff, and ended up moving. But for years, I ended up riding. They had two little black ponies that I have no idea what the breeding is, and I don't think they knew. I think it was more that they were just a mix. And they were the meanest little things I had ever met in my life. They had a... It was
Easy.
kind of like a hitching post, but it was really tall. At least, you know, as a kid, it's really tall. And those ponies were the right size to go under it. If you were riding, they would sit there and scrape you off using that hitching post. Horrible, mean little things, but they were the cutest horses. Cutest, absolutely cutest ponies that I'd ever seen. But yeah, they were so just... Oh boy. And then when I was in high school, I went to a really small school, so a friend of mine who I'm actually really so close with ended up working on somebody's ranch. And so she had gotten a horse, and I can't remember how she got it. But she got a quarter horse Arabian mix, and we used to go out there, get bee ponies, make great riders. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And she had a quarter horse mix. And so we'd go out there and take care of the horses and stuff, and I can't remember the history there, but she couldn't ride the horse, and I think it was because they had gotten the horse somehow and it actually happened to have a bit of an injury. It's one of those things where like I would have to go back and ask them what the whole thing is because I don't remember after all this time. But we would actually help out mostly because I wanted to be around the horses and she just needed someone else to help her because she had multiple horses. And one of them was a blind gelding that was actually turned out with her horse pretty permanently. He was a sweetheart, absolute sweetheart. But you learned very quickly that you did things a certain way, and you realized very quickly that you made certain sounds when you were doing certain things. Because the other option was he would have no idea you were there. And you needed to make sure he knew you were there. He was, I think, I want to say his name was Cowboy after all this time, is what they named him. But yeah, I ended up getting to help out quite a bit on that, riding around a little bit. Eventually, just because I live in an area that has a lot of stuff, if I, as far as different breeds of horses and a lot of land and ranches and that sort of stuff, I want to eventually get a horse locally, which by locally that is very, very large on options. We have a little bit of everything, including, I live close enough to an area that has Mustangs, which I'm making a face because I'm very much one of those people that I understand why certain groups don't leave them where they are. Doesn't mean I agree with it. we have a lot of horses around, and I would actually love to adopt one from our area and find a place to board it and get back into not riding at first, mostly because I myself would not be a particularly good candidate for it. As I've had some injuries between high school with my spine, so it's going to take me a while before I get back into any of it. I have a point too many somewhere. Okay, there we go. I think I can avoid it going up here. And then from there, I think we can get that one. I do need to get that one, though. But yeah, I'd like to eventually get a horse and board them, because there's quite a few places that do boarding as well.
토릉토릉.
I don't have very specifics in mind as far as what kind of horse, just because, again, there's such a variety, and I'm more about the temperament and personality more than I am specifically the breed. I have my, like, favorites, and I would absolutely go for something more related to our area is that a lot of people have quarter horses, but I'm also a person who quite likes the aesthetic of warm bloods. One person's where I work as deaf, she's fantastic, very athletic and sensitive, but it's the reigning bloodline. A couple of popular sires are deaf. Huh. Now that's interesting, that I didn't know. I don't know enough about the bloodlines here or anything that way, mostly because I have a feeling that a lot of people's horses here are mixed. I don't think anybody has really expensive show horses. I think a lot are very much mixed and have had interesting beginnings, but I've heard some stuff about having blind horses around. I haven't heard too much about deaf. The only thing that we get that's kind of a problem is I live in a desert area, and it is very hot in the summer. And I think the one that I would consider very problematic is we get some people here who import Frisian horses, or they find a breeder. And it is far, far too hot for those horses here. They do not like it.
Ha!
But I also grew up a lot around mules. I do actually quite like them. They're really sweet when they want to be, but they're also quite mean when they want to be. I've never had a bad interaction with them. I've been really lucky. That, or they are just actually like saints with patience. With some people. But we get they're not the pack variety, they're the draft kind. Is mostly what I've seen around here. In my opinion, they're kind of derpy sometimes, but very sweet. Oh, no, you're good. I'm sorry about that. Normally I keep on when it says there's going to be ads. We have draft mules around here, and I've kind of grown up around like different horse breeds here, but we've had some people who bring in like Frisians or breeds that don't deal with the desert area that I'm in being as hot as it is, and I've always kind of been like, not a fan of that. But most of the stuff that I've grown up around is like Western horses and like mules. We have quite a few people who draft mules or draft horses. I think the weirdest one I know, just because they show up to... There's a city a couple hours away from where I am that we've gone to before. And they do old-style, like, plowing and pulling to, like, show people for, like, I think it's, like, 2-3 days out of the year they do it. Hi, CC, you're moving my mic again, kitty. Oop. Oh, bless you, kitty. but there's a few people who have Percherons who have them around. And
Cha!
what's weird is they own them for pulling, and they specifically own them for the funeral service. Which is that weird tidbit of lore where I'm like, well, that's interesting. But they still actually use them for like the community days where people show like the way things used to be done. Which is really interesting. Mustangs are a hard first horse to have. I'm hoping to get my first horse towards the end of summer, considering a Mustang, because my budget is literally nothing, but it's a big commitment. Yeah. I just moved to the desert last year. I was cleaning stalls in 90-degree weather. Oh, yeah, I can imagine that is not fun. Oh. I really need to figure out how to combat the pristine thing. Because as soon as my horse gets dirty, it deletes the quality immediately.
You're such a good horse.
Everything else in the delivery is fine, just that's not be so good. Hello, Cece. Are you okay, kitty? But yeah, no, Mustangs are definitely, from what I've heard, a very, very hard first horse to have. We have them here because we've got, some land that has them, and I think they're rounded up just about every year, every other year.
Easy.
I don't know who's in charge of it, and I don't know who's in charge of the sale, but I don't think it's the Bureau of Land Management this time, which is normally the case in point people normally hear of. I think it's a different group, but I have to go back in and check on it. I know ours are a little different than what I'm used to seeing other places. But I also have a suspicion every so often people turn out their horses out there, because people are not bright. Hello, kitty. That is a very big yawn. Right in my face.
Hell.
I'd rather not have you yawn in my face, kitty. Your breath is very, very fishy.
Hell.
We have in Eastern Washington, it's kind of one of those things, like, it's very hot sometimes of the year, other times it's kind of cold.
Go down.
But it's that awful, really awful, just dry heat that the desert has. And I always just feel bad for the people who've got horses out here sometimes, especially the ones that are not acclimated to this climate at all.
Easy.
This looks fine. Thank you for bringing it to me.
You're
I'm
welcome.
surprised you said this looks fine, but I guess it's because everything else was okay. Yeah, that was the only thing that wasn't so good. Okay, that's gonna be a hot area one. That might be cold. It's a lot further out than I'm thinking it is. Hello, CC. Forest Service, they handle low Mustang stuff in one state in particular. I don't accidentally dox your location. Oh no, you're good, don't worry. Like I said, I'll say I'm in Eastern Washington because that is a very expansive area, so it's not like someone's gonna be like, oh, I know exactly where you live. There's a bit too much of a... That is a very big amount of area, but yeah, no. It might be tribally handled for the Mustangs in my area. I'm not sure. It's been a really long time since I've looked into it, and I don't know even enough about the auctions I have. Oh. Well, that was one way to get down that hill. Not exactly what I had in plan. Da-da-da. I didn't know there was a desert in Washington. I'm way south. Oh yeah, no. I think a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Seattle. Seattle has like the rain and the forest. You know, there's some mountains in between, and as soon as you cross those mountains, the rain can't follow. So the downside is it's just immediately desert. Okay, buddy, let's try not to slide down this hill again in the weirdest way you chose down.
토릉!
You give me so many concerns, buddy. I am hoping your sisters are not the same way. Please don't slide down the cliff or off it. Or we crash. Well, that was an option. I can't tell if we're crashed not or yet, but we were definitely frozen. Oh, did it crash? I don't know why, but that's even funnier in this situation. Just, yeah, no, we're not going down the mountain. Oh, no, there we go, we're good. Don't slide off of it, please. This horse makes me very, very afraid down this hill. Oh, I gotta head out, make dinner, have a good night. Yep, no worries. Hope you have a good dinner. We're just gonna slide down this whole thing, aren't we?
Ha!
I don't want to know what this guy's legs are gonna look like after this. You're gonna give yourself problems, buddy. Oh, careful.
로당.
Hi, wolves. I do ask that you let me get water in peace. And then I will be out of your hair. Fur. Same thing.
Ha!
Go to this one really quick, and then I have been streaming for 3 hours. So it might be where I call it good for now. And then we'll be doing Subnautica a little bit. Next 3 days. Then I might do Khiimori tomorrow and Subnautica 2 days, because I will say that Subnautica is quite fun.
Steady.
But it has nailed me with motion sickness, so I entirely understand why the game is getting called Subnauseous. Rabbit hunting ground. Be nice to the poor rabbits. What have they done? To you? Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Okay.
Easy.
How much wood do you need? I understand. But that is a lot. Okay, we're gonna cross somewhere else for now. Out here asking for 50 wood. That is a lot of wood. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. Oh, actually, that doesn't take very much of your stamina. You're good. Oh. I forget until it's about too late that those things are pokey. You were getting all of the training that you never wanted, bud. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Give him some food. Well, I'm thinking about it for a second, and then what I actually meant to do... Give me that. Okay, there we are. The wild horses are just running into the camp, okay. Well, that's funny.
토릉!
Oh, I missed the village last time. So we get to this village down here, and then I'm gonna call it for the night. As for me, it's been 3 hours, and at some point my voice is not gonna have a good time. But I might do Legend of Khiimori tomorrow again. We'll see, and then I do need to get back into Subnautica because it was the Discord follower voted on. Which, if you are questioning why you are not in the Discord, let me know if you're following, and I will get that link sent to you. So you got some other stuff that's kind of fun to vote on right now. AKA, you get to decide what color I end up bleaching and dyeing my hair.
Hell.
If certain goals are met. I'm pretty sure this is where we need to go.
Easy.
Okay, that's where the marker was for. It's down here. Or not? Oh, I need to go up the hill, okay.
Easy.
No, buddy, you're gonna hate me because this is, once again, you're gonna have to go up a hill. I don't think this one's particularly steep. Ooh. Okay, there's a whole stables here.
Utang.
Yeah, none of them are other places. Talk to the merchant really quick.
Please, have a look around.
Do you have an offer? I need to see what saddlebags I technically have. Oh, you have the medium ones. That's why I can't get the medium ones again. That would explain it. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna end it here for right now, because this is actually a really good stopping point, because it's been 3 hours for me. Where are we on the map? Oh yeah, we're about as... I was gonna say we're about as far this way as we can go, but actually that is not correct. I think we have quite a bit more distance. But we made it up this far. We had a few more places to do, which I'm thinking I'll stream again tomorrow, so we'll probably get these places explored. I need to remember to make some more heat-resistant potions for that in particular, and I think I need cold-resistant potions possibly for this one. If it's about where I think it is. That one I should be fine just to get to. Then we need to start seeing about deliveries again. But I wanna start actually working on exploring this map out. Because yeah, there's so much to actually really explore. And I need to possibly work on repairing that bridge and that bridge. That one's definitely gonna be easier. That one's what? Oh, no, maybe this one's... No, that's only 20 wood. This is 50 wood and 20 stone. But otherwise, I will be back tomorrow with it, because we have our foal that was just born that we definitely want to... I think everyone's going to want to see as an adult, because I'm very curious, because it has the cream and champagne, and it has a chestnut base coat with dun as well. So we have gotten just a little bit of everything in that one. But yeah, we'll work on the map tomorrow. I'll stream tomorrow. I will be back. Then that's Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, because it's spring break for me from university. We'll be going into Subnautica again and kind of working a bit more on that. I think I might do 2 streams this, 2 streams of Subnautica for a little bit. I am going to promise, like, I promise to get done with Subnautica because I know, again, it was voted on by the people who are currently in the Discord. So we'll get done. But considering it has given me motion sickness twice, I am slowing down a little bit with that one because I was going a little bit too just like I'm gonna get through this a little bit with it. So gonna slow down with that one. Actually try to enjoy it. Actually try to enjoy this a little bit now that things are fixed. It is actually working so much smoother than it was. I can repair the bridges. Um, there's a few things here and there, but overall it looks a lot better. I can actually buy horses again. We did have that one horse we never got the coins back for, where I paid for it, never got the horse, never got the currency back either, which is perfectly fine. It is a bug, and it got fixed. So we'll continue on with it because now it is actually in a state where I'm like, okay, we're good. It's playable. I'm not worried about it. Um, that'll be tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I can't wait to be back again.